I think that it's important to prioritize your time and how, and luckily for me, um, the nature of my work is sort of when it rains, it pours, but there might be some downtime. And so am very, uh, jump at the opportunity if it's relatively slow or there's nothing going on in the morning, I'll, take some time to do some reading or some studying. Um, or take advantage of lunch breaks and things like that. So sacrifice a little bit of the sort of like relaxing time when I might normally take my lunch or like go to lunch with colleagues, but use that time to sort of go through some homework. I found, when you just have more things on your plate, you find ways to squeeze it in and ways to make it work. Another thing that I did that sort of helped me stay on top of it was think about school instead of reading a book before going to bed, read one of the assigned papers. Or I sort of thought about it as a hobby or as an intellectual interest or sort of a reading habit. I just made that, watch rather than watching TV, watch one of the, assigned videos to watch. So I kind of just made it a little bit of a hobby, which also helped kind of ingrain it in my lifestyle and helped me sort of be very consistent in getting through the required materials. Um, I applied slightly better study skills and better time management than I did in undergrad, but I would also be lying if I didn't say there was some sort of sprints to the finish, turning things in at 11:58 and 29 seconds instead of midnight. But I think just consistency is key, and being really smart with your time is really helpful. And I do think it's a little different than undergrad, um, where I think it's a little easier to fit it into your lifestyle and fit it into your schedule because it's not as uh, sort of forced. It's much more organic. You're choosing to go to graduate school, and so I find that for me, and it sounds like a lot of my cohort mates, it's more organic to prioritize school, and it's not as much of a burden because we're all adults putting ourselves in this position.